Well, it may be the off season, but recruiting season never sleeps, and we're here to help you sift through all of it. He's Jason Jewell. I'm Jordan Ham. This is the Rock and Refuel Recruiting Roundup. And Jason, we're going to start things off. A lot of first offers this week from some playmakers. We'll start with Dane Thomas of Centennial.
Well, how happy was Coach Taylor when Dane moved back from Florida, spent 6 days out there on the East Coast, but he comes back, the big-time running back, gets his first Power 5 offer and first Division I offer at that. It comes from Iowa State. This is a guy, a powerhouse running back. We look at Centennial. When have they not had a Division I running back? You look at John Anthony Hughes, Dedrick Young. They've had big-time players, and obviously Taylor's a big-time fan of Thomas, who's rushed for 2,000 yards as a junior.
And now a guy that we talked about just last week, Brock Purdy. We talked about him in depth. He picks up his first offer as well.
Well, I think NAU head coach Jerome Stowers must have been watching the recruiting roundup last week and saw that we said, hey, NAU, the Lumberjacks need to go out and throw an offer out at Purdy because he's a stud, he's a baller. And NAU did. His first Division I scholarship offer, well-deserved. He's a guy who's a high GPA, high-character kid, and had put up just fantastic numbers. We saw that he threw over 40 touchdowns and just a few interceptions, and he's a guy that I think more offers is going to come in through spring ball as more coaches are coming out here to evaluate and see him throw live.
Thank you for your viewership, Coach Sowers. And now we're going to move on to a Marana Mountain View defensive lineman who picks up a couple of offers this week.
Yeah, Kai Golden is a guy that I was a big fan of when watching his junior tape. He's 6'3", 290 pounds, been a 3-year varsity starter. He gets his first offer from Virginia. Then he goes on an unofficial visit to New Mexico State last weekend, and he got an offer from the Aggies. And like we always talk about, the big kids are just so hard to find, so these will not be the first two offers for Golden.
It seems like no matter what year or what record Horizon has, they always have a very good offensive line, and one of their offensive linemen pick up their first offer.
Yeah, you talk about that Jake Grant and Luke Rudolph the last couple of years going Division I, and they have another offensive lineman in Isaiah Mersalat, a big-time guard, got his first offer from Nevada. And Horizon has some players this year, some guys I really liked. When you look at Mersalat, I think their defensive tackle, Justin Segura, and their tight end, Grant Molesky, will end up being Division I players as well.
Some of the usual suspects now, some of the top prospects in the state picking up more Power 5 offers.
Yeah, and no matter what order you have these guys in, they're the top 3 prospects in the state. Joey Ramos, offensive tackle from Deer Valley, got an offer from Oregon. Mateo Malay, offensive tackle at South Point, he added an offer from UCLA. And Solomon Ennis, the wide receiver from North Canyon, added an SEC offer coming from Kentucky. And
a couple of City of Chandler playmakers picking up offers as well. We'll start with Tyler Shuck over at Hamilton picking up a couple.
Yeah, he's really heating up, isn't he? He's got added offers from Yale, and he has multiple other Ivy League offers, and then an offer from San Jose State, and then a guy that I'm a big fan of, Jarrett Caldwell, a hybrid tight end wide receiver from Chandler High, got his second offer. It comes from NAU. His first is from Nevada.
And now a JUCO product in the state of Arizona, former Central defensive end. He's having a great week picking up multiple offers.
Guys, don't sleep on the JUCOs out in Arizona. It is big-time football out here. If you don't get what you want out of high school, go JUCO and prove it. Zuko Kamara from Central High School added his 4th Division I scholarship offer. He's currently playing at Arizona Western. He has now offers from Kansas, Hawaii, Arizona, and the most recent from Tennessee.
And in AZ Audibles, we went in depth on the new AIA rule allowing year-round practices for all sports. But Jason, I wanted to get your opinion as a coach, as a recruiting expert, how this could impact the landscape in Arizona.
To be honest, I don't think it's going to change anything really, Jordan, because the NCAA restricts when these college coaches can come out and see the kids anyway. So just because the school is practicing year-round, it doesn't change that the college cannot come out to the high school and see the kids play anyway. There's dead periods and quiet periods where it's just not allowed to be a recruiting violation. So I don't see much of a change that's going to happen in the year-round practices from a recruiting standpoint.
There you have it. It's the Rock and Refuel Recruiting Roundup here on Sports 360 AZ.